Music might be a bit loud. Sorry, hold on. Okay. Okay. Shush. Sorry. Sorry about that. Hopefully there was not too much looping right there. Okay. Okay, we're getting to it. Yep, sorry for the delay, by the way. It's just been it's been kind of... I don't know what's wrong with the Wi-Fi lately, but it's just been... It just keeps having hiccups, basically. But yeah, currently I am working on the advertising. Oh, because I posted this. Yep, I did. Okay. Hopefully I didn't forget to do too much. Just let me set up one more thing and I'll just go ahead and get started. So yeah, I've just been super drained all the time. Just not been like wildly unproductive, so I didn't really get all that much done this past week. Hold on. Also need to turn... Okay, hold on. Okay. Oops, let's get this over here. Uh-oh. Sorry, thought there was another hiccup. Let's just get back to OBS real quick. Alright everybody, hello, it's me, Varia the ViridianGhost. I hope you're all having a good day today, or at least an okay day. But yes, sorry again for the delay. It's about 5 minutes late, so thankfully it's not horrible, I guess, but yeah, okay. I'll just go ahead and get to the art. Also, I forgot to look up a red Poppies reference, so like an image of a poppy, you know. Yeah, these flowers are quite cute, but they're also kind of I don't know. There's something about them is kind of tough to draw. I guess just kind of dealing with this like little cup shape. But yeah, I managed to draw some poppies in the corners, so there's that. And I also forgot to hide this red dot after I posted my screenshots. That's technically not supposed to be there, but you know, it's not really a big deal. Okay, I think I'm gonna start today with by just getting the with some of these poppies, basically. Okay. But yeah, admittedly, I do find these flowers to be a little bit difficult. Okay. That's probably why I've been delaying them so much. I just, it's a lot of work to draw this stuff, you know? Okay. But yeah, let's get this one cup here. Okay. So we got that. Should be another cup right here. I think this will be the outer petal. So it kind of looks like a lot of these have or poppies generally have 4 petals. So I'm trying to keep that specifically in mind. Gonna move up this petal. I'm letting this one have more of a cup shape to it. Also, I forgot to show OBS, so doesn't look like anyone was trying to chat though, so you know, thankfully I haven't been missing any messages. Also, I will not be switching my stream over to gaming today because it's very, very awkward trying to do that on a Friday, I realize. So yeah, after at some point my parents just got food and it's like, oh crap. It's like a really bad timing for that. So you basically had yours truly just trying to eat on stream. So yeah, sorry about that. So that's why I just want to do it on Tuesday, since it's just me here on Tuesdays. So I can like plan things out a lot better. Look, man, I'm not going to reject free food, you know? So, okay. Yeah, it's not the best poppy, but I want some of them to look a bit different from the folded open types, you know? I can like build up the shapes and whatnot afterwards. Of course, it looks really goofy right now. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, do. I think these ones are mostly okay. I don't know, maybe I could exaggerate how much this is folding in. I guess I probably should have done some more warm-ups earlier. Yeah, when I go on my little break, I'm gonna need to like try and practice some actual basically I need to practice some more. That's what I'm trying to say. See if I can do some warm-ups to kind of help myself get back into the flow a bit more. But yeah, I've just been so out of it lately. Yeah, I probably just need to focus on my art, practicing some art and all that. A little off topic though, I did get to go to Barnes & Noble's with some of my family, so just because I wanted to see if they had one of the books that I wanted, so I've been keeping my eye out for that. So I managed to get Empire of the Damned, so that's the second book into the Empire of the Vampire series, I think, which I kind of wanted to continue, but yeah, I kind of had to hide that book because my grandma basically tagged along, so I don't think she would be crazy about that. So, but I also got a magazine about gaming news. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to have that, but along with that I also managed to get an illustrated book of birds, so like a historical artist basically. I don't know, it's I like that kind of stuff. Okay, this isn't my best flower, I'm sorry. I know, I feel like I should just leave it though. I don't really want to worry about it too much. Why are flowers so hard to draw? Why are they so hard to draw, dang it? Okay. It's way worse than sunflowers. Okay. On a side note though, I also got some been thinking about flowers a lot. I probably mentioned it on a few streams already, but if not every stream, but yeah, I'm starting to look around for potential purchases and all that. Trying to get more flowers for the flower bed that I want. And I'm looking to get a few fancy geraniums, so yeah, I was trying to look for some online that I wanted to get, and I think I found a good option. I just plan on buying it a bit later, just because it's I had to get ready for stream. I was actually looking at it only a bit earlier, so maybe like an hour ago. But yeah, might order that or pre-order it. I think it's technically a pre-order, but yeah, I'm gonna try and get the bare roots for that sometime later tonight, basically. But yeah, they're basically like purple geraniums. They're supposed to look like really pretty. I guess I'll copy and paste a picture real quick. Originally I wasn't like looking to get geraniums because the only geraniums that I was familiar with was the red variety, which I'm not like the biggest fan of. But yeah, I like the look of these guys quite a bit. So yeah, hopefully I can get a hold of these pretty soon at least. And they're supposed to be hardy geraniums, so they're like actual perennials. A lot of the, or like those red geraniums that you see a lot aren't true geraniums, so they're actually not as hardy as the ones that I'm trying to get, basically. Also, I'm gonna try and draw a poppy that's not completely open. Also, my final amaryllis has started to open up, so I really need to like post these flowers onto Blue Sky sometime later. Need to try and like remember that. I have to draw so many flowers. I'll probably like hop back to these two at some point just so I can take a break from this. Yeah, I was trying to work on this maybe on, I think Tuesday night, but I was just too distracted that night. So I was watching one of my main streamers, basically. Just you know, it was a Cult of the Land stream, so you know things got kind of crazy. But yeah, so basically I did nothing productive this week outside of like my IRL job, which is it's just kind of been struggling with that. Hasn't been a hard week. It's just feeling drained by that too. I can't really just skip. Yeah, I can't really avoid working on those days because I don't want to like potentially lose my job. I'm like so tempted to just call in one of these days though. But I did ask for a weekend off sometime in March, probably in the later part of March. So I think it would align with my break from the stream, or like my streamer break. So you know, hopefully that could help me out a little bit. Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I can like visit the FIA with my grandmother sometime, maybe on the weekend. So the thing about the, oh crap, did I just say what the name is? Ignore that. But yeah, so residents in our county actually can get in there for free, which is nice, but people outside of the county, they have to pay a fee to get in, so, except on Saturdays, which is why I was thinking about Saturday, because then she wouldn't have to worry about paying that. They also have glass blowing shows as well. Okay. Crap, I forgot to draw out some, or like forgot to think about drawing petals, so I'm just gonna look up a poppy petal. I just wrote petal, not poppy petal. God dang it. Not Poppy's playtime, just poppy petal. Like the plant. Okay. Ooh, that's cute. It's just kind of looks like a bean a little bit. A bean or a seashell. Like in terms of just silhouette, maybe not like the actual shape. But yeah, it's glad I looked up a reference. So I think I specifically want more petals around this area, so because I don't want to cover up too much of this cloak, but yeah. Awesome. Kind of wondering if I should like open up the older version. Might be a good idea to just kind of like leave it for the time being though. But yeah. Let's put it. Yeah, I'll put that line at the bottom. That should hopefully remind me that that it's a petal and not like an entire flower. Okay. I think I want the orientation on this one to be different. Okay, so let's try to draw out the flower here. Also, sorry if this isn't like the most exciting type of thing to watch someone draw, but it's just it has to be done at some point. Try to do it off stream, fail to do it off stream. Also, hello, Easy Cheesy 22. I hope your day's going well. Are you doing all right? Sorry, just let me check if the mic. Yep, the mic is on. Sorry, it's I had an issue with my mic being muted the last stream, but yeah, I hope your day's going well. I can't tell with your voice. What's your pronouns? Sorry, he, him. Thank you for asking. But yeah, so what brings you in today? Are you just trying to chill out? Do you also like to do art? Oh, Transmask, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I know my voice isn't necessarily the lowest, but I can't really seem to train myself right now just because I don't talk enough IRL, so my larynx is super weak. But yeah. Also, here's the full piece that I'm working on right now. So I'm just trying to work on these poppies because I keep trying to push them off, but you know, I gotta get to them at some point. So I still have a bunch that I need to draw in up here, but I might jump around between the poppies and then the main subjects for the time being, just so I can try to keep my sanity. It's like I always really like the look of having a bunch of flowers in the artwork, bunch of flowers in an art piece, but it's so much work to do. Okay, waiting on a deep freezer to get here. I see. That's interesting. So it's like one of those like bigger freezes that are more like that look more like this. I mean, sorry, I'm having a hard time describing it, but like the long ones that are like these types. Is that the deep freezer you mean, or? I don't think I see a lot of deep freezers, but I remember that my grandparents had a freezer like this, so yeah. Yeah, hopefully it comes in smoothly. I assume it is a very big, yeah. I mean, generally refrigerators are big, so. Yeah, hopefully it comes in easily. I don't normally like wait around for shipping stuff just because I don't usually order really big things. But, sorry, it's just making me think of stuff that I'm probably going to be worrying about more when spring comes. I don't know if you're interested in this kind of stuff, but I like to do gardening when the weather's warmer. You know, obviously when the weather's warmer, because it's like there was a bunch of snow out there. It's most of the snow melted today. Yeah, I guess it's pretty toasty today, but yeah. Also, what do you plan on putting on inside the deep freezer? Sorry if you just want to like lurk or something. It's okay if you want to do that. I just try to. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just considering getting like a sapling this year, so that's just been on my mind basically. Sorry, I'm not the best at speaking clearly. But yeah, I imagine that's the kind of thing I would have to worry about ordering online, just because you know, it's not every day that someone tries to order a tree in the mail. I do technically have some peach seeds in the ground, so kind of wondering if that's gonna come out or if they're gonna like turn out all right. I know there's can be like issues with trying to plant your own seeds, because I actually collected the seeds from from actual peaches that I ate. So they're supposed to be locally grown peaches, though. I guess I'm just not always the most knowledgeable about like fruit trees, but you know, I kind of want to get into them. I like fruit, sort of, maybe. I mean, I'm not always the best about eating fruit, but you know, I try to eat fruit. But yeah, those were some good peaches earlier this year, so yeah, hopefully I can get that done. But yeah, so anyways, okay, I guess I could kind of wondering if I should get more flowers in there. Yeah, I just imagined that this cloak would kind of cause some issues with that, but there's not really like a lot of visual logic here, because you know, the background and environment, that's technically meant to be more of a abstract anyway, so I might consider adding a few more eventually. But I'm actually gonna hop over to our two figures right here, and I'm gonna try and maybe like try to clean up this dress a little bit. It's it feels a little bit messy right now. But yeah, do you like to draw yourself or on your own, or I'm not sure if you're still here. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I try to stream a lot of art. I've been really bad about streaming art though this past couple of weeks. Just honestly, this entire month I've just been kind of struggling a little bit. It's not like anything dramatic is going on in my life. I've just been kind of tired lately. Yeah, hopefully I can get myself back into art mode though. Kind of wondering what I should draw next, or what art piece I should plan technically. I have an idea of what I should be drawing. Okay, so I'm actually gonna soften this core shadow, which is technically between the main shadow of this skirt. I'm gonna check check the browser real quick. Okay, things are functioning. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and flip the canvas for a second. Okay. Yeah. I'll go ahead and fill this in. And I'll blend this out. I don't know why I said fill it in. I'm just blending things at the moment. Okay. Also should be drinking my coffee. Whoopsie-daisy. I'm actually close to being done with it, because I made my coffee about an hour and a half ago. Okay. Yeah, I should have. It's kind of the different sections here are still pretty messy. It's not actually that bad from a distance, but of course it's probably because I haven't really been putting my efforts into the clothing right now. Just mostly been worrying about the faces and the hair, because that's the parts I usually like to work on. Okay. So yeah, let's get the sleeve worked on. Yeah, I have to clean up some of these messier areas later on. Yeah, I tried messing around with the 5-point perspective again. It wasn't really a serious attempt because I don't think I had that much time before the stream, but yeah, I think doing my basic shapes will probably help me with art a little bit. I don't know, it just feels like I've been feeling a bit uninspired as well, is the issue. I don't know, maybe I can like think up of a art piece with my character Gris or something. Because I've been working on a new OC, probably about like a few weeks earlier. You know, I couldn't stop drawing him for a while because I thought it was cute, but I don't know, I feel like maybe I could redesign his outfit a bit better. I guess a lot of the outfits that I made for him and his crew aren't really the most thought out. I just needed to get a basic idea out there. Okay, I'm gonna blend this out. It's not really looking all that good. Okay, by the way, there's an ad break coming in about 4 minutes. Usually I try to, well, I'm considering whether I should push through it or not, because usually I stay around during the first ad break because it's, you know, it's just very early on, but at the same time I'm almost out of my coffee. I know, the whore. Sorry, I just keep noticing issues. Alright, I'll work on this sleeve a bit more, maybe. Kind of losing some of the details that I put in, but I think it'll be better for the time being if I keep it a little more simple. I can, like, add the details back in later. I think the issue was that I wasn't sure if I wanted to, like, blend out all these colors, because there's, like, sometimes the subtle shifts and places where the colors would be. Sometimes that can be kind of nice, but yeah, I don't think it's quite working out right now. Okay, I'll push the colors down here though. Push this up here. Okay. Yeah, maybe I need like a... Sorry, I keep complaining about not being able to draw super great right now, but it's just you know, I've just been out of it, as I said before. Okay, but yeah, how about I blend these guys out? Okay. I should add the poppy colors in though. I'll do that after the break though. I'll just keep working on these smaller details. Push this back a bit with the blender. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get more coffee, because it takes a little bit more time when I do that, so I'll be back soon, but otherwise, yeah, let's just coffee time. Should be it for what I'm getting, but yes. Sorry. See you guys soon. Okay. Hey guys, oh. Huh. Damn, I actually beat the ad break, huh? Maybe it's just late. Hello everybody, welcome back. I finished my coffee a lot earlier than well, not the coffee itself, but the coffee I finished on. Managed to get done a lot faster, but I just got some news. Well, not news, but I got news for you. I got my seeds just arrived, so I'm happy about that. The seeds that I ordered a week ago. Now, I thought they hadn't even shipped it out yet, but apparently they did. So yeah, I was checking those out on my break. I actually opened the box in a rush. And, like, boom, seeds. So, yeah. Hold on, I need to name this Poppies C for color. Yeah, I'm gonna start coloring these guys in for then and I'm just using this kind of a basic red for the time being. I do want to add more variation to the reds though, so at least like a secondary red that's maybe a bit brighter than this purpley color behind him. Maybe like a lighter version of that color actually. I don't know. Or just basically a cool red. This is as opposed to this very it's very warm red right here. Yeah, I'm actually not super used to working with really bright reds like this. Actually though, now that I think about it, I probably do want to add a base to these poppies. So normally when I draw figures, I'll have a base behind them. And that kind of makes it a lot cleaner, so you can kind of see how it's notice how it sticks out a lot from the background right here, like the hair here. I'm not sure if you guys see it, but yeah, I try to add a base behind my sketches, and then I'll add the colors in as a clipping mask. So I feel like I should probably be doing that for these poppies, but probably should add more of them in first, and then I can work on that later. But yeah, at some point I know I need to open the previous piece. So this is actually a redraw of an art piece from about 2 years ago. Probably more than 2 years at this point, considering how long it's been taking, but yeah, I just wanted to do a redraw or repaint, I guess. These are more of a painting. Just see how much I improved. Also, I was like super duper proud of the original art piece back then. It's just I did kind of notice how bad the flowers in that original piece looked though, because I kind of just traced over the poppy stamp because it just looked really off. But I was like very happy with the composition at the time, because I'm not used to like working with these really busy compositions. But also, hello Nakus, I hope your day's going or your day's going better, I should say. I saw your post on Blue Sky. But yeah, hopefully you were able to relax or get yourself a drink. Ha 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 ha, yeah. It is, yeah. At least there's that. But yeah, I'm working on the details, so I was talking about how I was like proud of being able to do a busier composition, because like art that's like really busy and complicated, that's just the stuff that I've always been drawn to, but I can never really get around to doing that kind of stuff because I had a hard time kind of grasping some of the basics, I guess, and I think that's what held me back for a really long time. But yeah, I'm working on the poppies more, so of course I still need to add more colors and to develop things more, but right now I'm just throwing in the red. I might add more poppies towards the coat area, or at least poppy petals. But yeah, I also was talking about how I just during my break to get coffee, I found my seed box, or the cardboard box that kind of basically I ordered seeds last week, and I just got it, so I'm happy about that. I peeked at my at the seed packets that I got when I was making the coffee, so. But yeah, and thank you. Yeah, let's go, yeah. Yeah, I've actually been looking to order some more stuff. Oh, it's frozen. Okay, sorry, there was a lag. Yeah, I was looking at another plant that I was hoping to get before stream as well. And I'm glad that I bookmarked that one page, because what I was seeing on the Google Shopping, I wasn't like super impressed with a lot of the prices. So this should be a bit more affordable from the looks of it. But yeah, I actually posted the picture earlier, but these are supposed to be geraniums, and ignore the box right there, but yeah, and these are supposed to be actual like cold hardy geraniums too, so they should be perennial, I believe. And considering how expensive a lot of these purple geraniums are, I really would prefer a perennial over an annual, you know. But nice, thank you. But yeah, hopefully I should be able to purchase a few bare roots and get those growing this year. So I don't know if I mentioned it on stream before, but I heard that geraniums can stun. Yeah, if they can stun Japanese beetles, so at least for like 24 hours. So people talked about using that as companion planting for your rose bushes, but they only just like stun the beetles. But I'm thinking that if I have cornflowers or bachelor's buttons next to those two plants, then those, you know, the bachelor buttons, they can like attract a bunch of predatory beetles. And my hope is if the Japanese beetles get stunned, then the predatory beetles, they'll fly in and kill and eat all the Japanese beetles. I don't know, it's probably not the greatest plan, but it is a plan, so that is interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting fact. But yeah, maybe I should also just get those bags that are supposed to kill Japanese beetles. I don't know if you saw them, but yeah, these like there's supposed to be like these bags you can get, and I guess like there's a sweet, they smell sweet or something, but they're in some way they're supposed to like trap and kill a ton of beetles, but I forgot what they're called. I've seen a few YouTube videos about them, but yeah, my main concern though is that they seem a bit pricier, so, which I'm, you know, not super happy about, but it'd be it has logic. Yes, thank you. But yeah, I do need some help with those beetles in some way, because they actually do eat. Yeah, they were a problem last year. And yeah, I do just need something to deal with that eat those, so yeah, hopefully that works out. Yeah, I don't know if there's like any native or not sure how many like insects around here that actually eat Japanese beetles, but they are like they are very, very, very invasive around here, so yeah, the bags are probably, I should just get the bags, honestly. The, you know, Project Geranium, that's you know, it's gonna be the secondary project. It's going to be the secondary attack against the beetles. But yeah, I've seen people, yeah, some of the videos I saw, I think they were on like channels that focus on like having livestock or chickens. Like, I guess some people were trying to like feed the beetles to their chickens, but I guess the chickens don't really like the taste of at least the dead beetles. They're more open towards like the fresher beetles, but yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm like just kind of looking over this. Oh, crud. What did I just color in? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just have a... Yeah, my layers right now are a bit of a mess, so... I didn't realize I was using the yellow layer. I'm just gonna go ahead and merge them down. It's not a big issue. I could just make a new layer for the yellow stuff. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and flip the canvas back. Actually, I'll add the yellow dots right now. So, yoink. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a decent idea of what these are supposed to look like. These might end up being buried again, though. Oh yeah, on a side note, back to the garden. I don't think I'm going to be growing those California poppies, so I don't know if you remember them, but like the yellow and pink ones. I don't know, I feel a little bit less awestruck, but I don't know, maybe I still will, but... I'm just not sure about how well their color would fit in with the rest of the flower patch. And I think I'm going to go with the red poppies, like basically the ones that I'm painting right here. Because of that, I did order red poppies on as a part of those, with those seeds. So yeah, I actually have a packet of them now. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm just rubbing my leg for some reason. Just that kind of feels good, sorry. Okay, let me just go ahead and drink some water. And just mentally preparing myself for more poppies. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna open the old one, so. I forgot to open the original art piece earlier, so. I'm trying to look at it less and less, just so I can try to be a little more quote-unquote independent here, but yeah. Okay. But yeah, just to have it as a reference, still. Okay, yeah, these things are supposed to be like, nope. Okay, what am I doing with my life? Okay. Yeah, these originally were meant to be kind of like guides for the flowers, but I'm just gonna delete it. I don't need it. Also, I gotta worry about trying to keep the size like a little bit similar, so I will draw a few new circles just to keep that in mind. I don't want them, yeah, as I said, I don't want the sizes to be too different between the different sections, so I'm gonna make a few bigger circles, kind of spread them out a bit. Maybe one over here. Then I'll have like smaller ones like these, because yeah, I think these other ones kind of shrink down a little bit. Maybe and have a few little cups, so like the little poppies that are trying to open up, basically. You know, I think in the original one I did try to draw out the actual poppies, but God, I struggled too much back then. As far as I've been told, some old folks, you can plant garlic, onion, marigold, catnip around plants that are vulnerable to the beetle. And soap water spray helps according to them. I see. Yeah, I don't think I don't know if marigolds actually help with the beetles. I know they help with some pests, but I don't know, those beetles are pretty brutal, honestly. They'll just eat anything. But yeah, I guess hearing about that though, I just remembered neem oil, so I'm not sure how well neem oils works, but it's like this oil that repels just about, or is said to repel just about all insects. I did try applying it back in the spring, but I ended up being, oh, that too, yeah, the neem oil. I need to like Yeah, I forgot to order more at the later part of the year just because I was getting a little bit burnt out by then. But yeah, I guess I was thinking about getting more neem oil at some point. Sorry, it's struggling to say neem for some reason. Neem oil. Okay. But yeah, it's basically gotta get the neem oil. Have you tried using that a lot, or have you not really touched it? Me too, haha, yeah. Yeah, the magic oil, basically. Yeah, I had a coworker kind of recommend it to me last year, so that's where I heard of it originally. All right. But yeah, I remember I remember in spring when my brassicas were still trying to get bigger. I was like, I mean, they were like a decent size at the time, but I remember like trying to chase around cabbage butterflies, like desperately chasing, like, get out of here, get. And it's like, then basically sprayed the brassicas right after they flew off. I've seen people using it, I see. Yeah, it did seem to do a decent job, at least from what I saw. I think the main frustration is just like worrying about it being washed off by rain and stuff, but you know, the plants need water, so but yeah, it definitely feels like you can go through a lot of spray. And also just trying to be careful about not spraying the actual flowers or the flowering plants, because yeah, that can be an issue if you need the bugs. But where I am, we don't have that beetle. Yeah. Yep, lucky you. Yeah, I remember learning about it since a young age because they're like such an issue. Yeah, just like when I was a little kid. My parents used to take me to this kind of old, like, I'm trying to describe it, like this old mansion that's kind of allowed for public view, or it's like open to the public, and sometimes they'd have like people come in and like educate kids about the nature stuff. So I remember them talking about Japanese beetles at some point. I remember them talking about aphids too. I'm not sure if that was there though. But yeah, I think they were like these guys that had like a big box with just a crap ton of beetles, or like Japanese beetles. I don't know, it's kind of crazy. But yeah. I knew about the beetle problem way back then. I think my parents told, or like when I was younger, not as young though, but I think my parents kind of had us all like try to keep an eye out for the beetles that might show up on the bush, and like kind of just like pop them into a Mountain Dew bottle with water in there, just to try to like kill them off. Here they are a problem because Bulgaria is the biggest rose oil producer, and they demolish roses. Oh wow. Yeah, that's gotta suck a lot. Yeah, I imagine they would be a big issue if they're going after the crops. Okay. Actually, part of me is kind of curious about what eats Japanese beetles now. Japanese beetles. Sorry, I'm just like curious about beetles. Predator. Okay. Okay. Spiders, assassin bugs. I'm not sure if that's really I guess that makes sense, but yeah, I should just look that up later. Almost nothing, yeah. Of course, I mean, in its native range, it would have actual predators, but you know, obviously around our areas, they don't really have predators. It's just like I've been seeing more praying mantises lately, so I'm kind of wondering if those might munch on beetles, but not really. Yeah, especially when they're adult, yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm just... Okay, I think this flower right here might be a little too big. Might have been gotten a little crazy with the size, so let's use our little handy-dandy liquefy tool and just kind of shrink it down a bit. Okay. Honestly, shrink this circle down too. The larva, on the other hand, is hunted by mantises, wasps, and spiders, I see. At least something tries to eat them, but... Yeah, I see. Yeah, I need to... Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, maybe I should, like... Yeah, as I was saying, I need to like, look up what might try to eat beetles in the area, but... Yeah, I know there's not a lot that does it, actually does it, so... You know, hopefully the mantises that are showing up more and more, at least, like, try. Of course, I haven't seen them that much this year, but... No, it's, that's because I work inside now, so obviously I don't really see them as much. A little off topic, but I do find it a little bit crazy that my coworkers are scared of the mantises. Like the people who... Like the cart people who work outside, because, you know, I used to work out in carts. And I used to get really excited when I would see the mantises, because, you know, it's just like a nice little surprise for the day, but... Yeah, I guess people tend to think they're a lot more dangerous to humans than they actually are. If you have a good garden, they will show up, yeah. Yeah, the thing is, we actually spotted a mantis in the garden. Not in the garden, like next to our back door last year, so... I guess that's kind of why I thought they were showing up more, because, you know, one of them actually showed up, so... But yeah. Yeah, hopefully we can try and attract more predatory bugs, so... Not sure if they'd actually help with the beetles, but you know, they help with the mosquitoes at least. Yeah, I think my mother and brother were looking up ways to attract more dragonflies. So, you know, not really beetle hunters, but yeah, I think we were all really sick of the mosquitoes by then, so... Yeah, the area that we live near is a little bit swampy, so it can get really bad with mosquitoes, but hopefully people are a little more active with trying to, or like at least my family, they'll be a little bit more active with trying to get some more long grasses, because that's what the dragonflies like. Might also try to put like sticks in the garden, just like have them sitting in the garden, because basically, dragonflies like to use long grasses and sticks and stuff as perches. You need to water for the dragonfly. Yeah, I know about that. It's just it actually takes them I think it takes the larvae like a few years to actually be able to mature, but... Yeah, we have water. As I said, the area is a little bit swampy. Like, they show up naturally, it's just trying to attract them to our yard specifically is the issue. But technically we do have long grass like in between the forest and our actual yard, so I think that helps like a little bit, but yeah, maybe get some more decorative grass maybe. I'm not really sure what I would want for decorative grass though. I remember seeing in one of the seed catalogs, I saw some really interesting looking grass. Like I don't know, for some reason, like it turns the tops of it is like a puffy pink. And I thought that was like super cool, but that doesn't really grow in our zone. That's more of a California type of plant, so, or like a warm weather plant basically. So it would not survive the winter time. I guess thinking about dragonflies though, I remember seeing like a lot of them fly around and kind of like sit on the carts as I was pushing them in. But yeah, The general region around here is more closer to a wetland a little bit. Not sure if I would say a full-on swamp, because it's not. Maybe in like the past, like a couple decades ago, it was an actual swamp, but it's not as swampy now. We're also kind of close to I guess a small river. Not sure if it would actually count as a river technically, but it is we do live near a river, so. Oh, I've seen this one. It's cute. The pink puffy grass, you mean, or? Yeah, I assume it's pink puffy grass. But yeah, I saw it in the seed catalog that my grandmother got me. I was interested, but yeah, it's not going to survive Michigan. It won't. Unfortunately, it won't. But yeah, maybe I can like try and peek at some ornamental grass. I'm not sure how it would look in the garden though. And in a backyard in Greece. Ooh, I see, I see. Yeah, maybe Greece is a better place for it. Sort of a Mediterranean type of environment. Oops, I don't know why I was drawing it like that. Oh yeah, by the way, since you're here, I might as well show off some photos. So my other yes, I don't know if you've seen my white amaryllis yet, because I keep forgetting to post that to Blue Sky, but I also, my Gervasi amaryllis has started to open up, so yeah, I'll show you a couple of photos real quick. Okay, shrink this down. But yeah, this is the big amaryllis that's been blooming lately. It's very, very pretty, but this wasn't what I ordered, so I got one complaint. At least it's like but despite that, it is a very, very beautiful flower. Or very stunning flower, yeah. And also, these aren't the best pictures, but it was the best I can do this morning, because these are recent pictures. But here's the Gervasi type of flower. Yeah, the Gervasi. So it has like all the interesting variegation in it. Oh, it's so huge. Yeah, the white flower is massive. Yeah, I guess another note about the white flower. It's technically one of the pricier bulbs, so I guess I got an quote-unquote unexpected discount, but I don't know. Yeah, it's a nice flower. It's just I'm worried about having enough space for if I want to get the variety that I actually wanted. Because the variety I ordered was a cherry blossom. Yeah, cherry blossom amaryllis, so it's got a specific shape and kind of variegation. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I'm struggling to speak right now. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just worried about like having enough space to hold all these amaryllis plants. Because they definitely get pretty big. You know, I have the blooming peacock one that I had earlier this year on my current window, or like my bedroom window, and it's definitely taking up a lot of space. It's okay. You mean the other one? I like it. Or if you're talking about something else though, sorry. Okay. But yeah, I was more expecting. Nah. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I'm already getting kind of fried. I have not been good about drawing this past week at all. Haven't been good about drawing, haven't been good about reading, just kind of been lazing around. Oh, that you can't speak, ha ha ha, I see. I'm just slow, it's okay. I was just like, my plant is beautiful, darn it. But yeah, I see it now. Okay. Flip it back. Okay, I think the sizing is okay for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to add maybe a few more of these poppies maybe around here. Also, it just occurred to me, I'm wondering if these poppies are maybe disproportionately big. I don't know, I'm not used to looking at poppies, honestly. Okay. The plants look very good and healthy, thank you. Yeah, they're getting nice and big, so I'm happy about that at least. Oops, dang it. Okay. Meant to erase this inner part. But yeah. Okay, let me see if my coffee is cold enough. Actually, I'll take a sip of water. And then I'll test out the coffee. You know, hopefully I don't burn myself, basically. But yeah. Yeah. I guess thinking about things now, I realize I should probably start up some of my seeds pretty soon. Maybe. I heard that morning glories take a while to actually get going, so that's the one I'm kind of concerned about, but yeah, technically I need to get some of this stuff at least done by early March. So. But yeah. Just start looking to get some seed growing stuff, basically. Yeah. The one thing I kind of regret is buying the mixed variety of marigolds, because while they do look kind of interesting, I just really wish I just got the heavenly variety, or heavenly blue. It's almost time for that even here, I see. Yeah. Also, I might be wrong, but I'm kind of assuming that your region might be a bit warmer than my area, so. Like, most of the time we're supposed to start our plants like in like May, generally, unless it's like certain types, because. But yeah, stuff like spinach and cat brassicas. And also like onions, basically. I think those plants can be started earlier, as early as April, but yeah, a lot of these flowers that I'm getting aren't necessarily from my general zone, so no, we still have snow. I see. Yeah, that's fair enough. Sorry, I'm like looking out the window. Yeah, right now we're supposed to have snow, but it just randomly warmed up again. Yeah, it was actually, it got cold again for a while, but yeah, it's just some of these plants are slow growers. Here we consider it to be winter until mid-April, I see. Yeah, it can kind of be like that over here. There's usually, yeah, we usually get winter's last hurrah around April, but I guess normally it kind of warms up a little bit more by then. I don't know, I think I got hit by freezing rain last year, so back in April. Yeah, I think April was when I was starting to move inside, and then my last week working outside, I got hit by freezing rain, so it does stay pretty cold around here, so I guess our regions might be a little bit more similar in temperatures then. I don't know. My area here is technically zone 5 or 6. So basically it's wintry. Also, I just checked the time and we're already an hour in, so that's funny. It's interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's get some these two outer petals. Also, I need to shrink this one down a little bit. Okay, it's a bit loopy now. Let's try to fix the shape at the center. Alright. But yeah, technically a lot of stuff we're not supposed to plant until... Well, if it's warmer weather flowers or vegetables, then it's actually... It's normal to kind of wait until the end of May, so like around Memorial Day in the US. I don't think we have a consistent date for that, but like basically the end of May. Now it's like 1 to 3 degrees by Celsius, so we'll stay like that until the end of March, I see. Yeah, that sounds pretty cold. Yeah, I think that's kind of close to where we... Yeah, kind of close to where we were at. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I'm just making a guess at the numbers. I'm not the best about converting, but... You know, 1 to 3, that's close to freezing, so... Yeah, I can probably make a solid guess about that. I think so, too. Yeah. But yeah, basically, the past couple of days, at least when it got up to go to work, it was kind of it was maybe like a 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, so, you know, below freezing. It was kind of frustrating to scrape my car off. Yeah. Also, have you ever noticed how it kind of feels like the conversions kind of get a little bit weird when you're dealing with negatives? I don't know what's going on with that, but like at some point, like the conversion, it kind of like matches up, but I don't think it's really supposed to match up because the specific or like the actual degrees, they're supposed to be like measured difference. It's hard to describe for me. I struggle a lot with math and that kind of stuff, but like I guess the scale of the different degrees, they kind of don't. They're supposed to be like different, so they're not really supposed to match up to each other. But I know it just makes converting or like trying to convert things when we're trying to describe like the cold really hard. Like, yeah, just trying to draw my little sample out. It's probably not exactly like this, but yeah, just you know, when 1 Fahrenheit is smaller than 1 Celsius. Technically, I think I should have had a couple of Fahrenheits in that Celsius. I don't know. I hate math. I hate math and science. Well, I like science as long as it stays qualitative. When it gets when we start talking about the quantitative stuff, that's when the issue starts to arise, you know? Sometimes I just like to describe it as 0 Kelvin, though. Like, it's definitely not 0 Kelvin, but I know sometimes it feels like 0 Kelvin. Valid, yeah. If it were 0 Kelvin, we'd probably be free from this plane of existence. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to go for the cup shape for this little poppy right here. Yeah, watch me this summer, like, try to just study the poppies growing in my garden. So I can, like, hopefully figure out how to actually draw these dang things. Okay. Why so These flowers are hard to draw, do do do. Why are they so hard to draw, do do do? Nope, not like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you draw flowers a whole lot, but yeah, it's definitely a struggle. It's definitely a struggle. Like, part of me has been wanting to like draw my amaryllis flowers, but then I think about this and it's like, I don't wanna. Okay, I'm gonna erase this. This looks really bad. Okay. I think I draw a poppy that looks good only once I see. Yeah, I feel you there. Actually, now that I think about it, I have like a reference books for flowers, but I haven't. It's like I forgot where I put it. It's probably not. Oh yeah, it's like right there. It's on the shelf. I lost my book. No, I didn't. Okay. And I do lots of flowers. Yeah. Yeah, it's just something strange about the shape, I think. The way the petals kind of fold out. Yeah, it's I remember when I was doing the original version, I tried to draw the original poppies, but obviously I just could not get myself to do it. But yeah. Yeah, it's just cut to me off stream a few hours later. I'm just gonna be still struggling with these guys. This is way worse than the sunflowers. So much worse than the sunflowers. But yeah, I was thinking about my flower reference book, because there's like some decent sunflower photos in there. You know, I got a decent photo of the back of the sunflower. Actually, I'm just gonna get up for a second and pull that out. I'm gonna see if there's any poppies in this book. I don't think they got any like Red Legion poppies though, which are, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm drawing the Red Legion poppies because the shape is very similar to the seed packet I got. I don't know, I just decided to go with red poppies. Okay. So it should be in alphabetical order, so. Yeah, it's got some nice pictures in here. It's an older book, actually. I think it's from the 2000s, maybe. Okay, but yeah, I'm trying to get over to the P section. Okay, we got Pansy. We got a tutorial. We don't need that. I got a peony. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, I was looking at my job too. I was actually looking at dahlias, so I'm not sure if I really want to grow a dahlia, but I don't know, just kind of considering it. It's just that when I was trying to research how to think about like the composition of a flower patch or flower garden, I know that the dahlias and lilies, they were kind of recommended as the quote-unquote showstoppers, so basically the more abnormal looking flower. Okay. Okay, these kind of look similar. Yeah, the shape is kind of crazy. It's like a cup and a bent saucer. That's the... And then some of them kind of look more like a... Yeah, it's why must you look like this? You're pretty, but why must you look like this? Yeah, the sunflowers have more of a logical pattern. Yep. Yeah, definitely. They're also just easier to simplify as well, so... Yeah, I think you were there when I drew this older piece, but... Yeah, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's easier to simplify sunflowers. I just kind of like drew out the petals and then had a circle and then another circle. Yep, yeah. But with the poppies, it's just like pain. The poppies are pain. Okay. Gotta zoom out. I'm just gonna stretch for a little bit. Okay. And just drink more water. Okay, just, oh man. Curse these stupid plants. Curse these stupid plants. Yeah, I find it funny that the stream where I don't title my stream about me dreading the poppies is finally the stream that I actually draw the poppies. Because each stream I kind of assumed I would reach the poppy stage, and then I just don't. Of course, it's probably because I'm avoiding the poppies, but you know. But yeah, I might work on this shape a little bit, on some of these shapes a bit more. Well, on the bright side, even if the shape is a bit off here, you know, it's still at least a decent improvement for over these, so. I don't know, my favorite to draw is Datura, I see. Don't think I've heard of that, so I'm just gonna look it up real quick. Datura, ooh. Highly poisonous, vesperine flowers, That's pretty. Kind of reminds me of a marigold a little, not Morning Glory, not marigold. Yeah, definitely not a marigold, but yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty little guy. Very nice. Yeah, like a spiky marigold, actually. Yep. Yeah. Also, I just remembered that there's like this really interesting looking flower, but I don't remember the name of it, and I don't think I quite have the time to just like look it up in the flower encyclopedia, so. I feel like it was like this called a snake plant or something. It's like it seems like something that could feasibly grow, or judging by the zone they said, it seemed like something that could feasibly grow in the Michigan, but I don't know, I just thought it was like a really interesting looking plant. But yeah, okay, what the hell am I drawing? Okay, just try to get this. Sorry, it's like suddenly whispering. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting a bit lazy with the poppies in this section of their art. Oh man, I'll probably have to work on it a bit later. Yeah, by the way, I think I mentioned this earlier, but today's kind of meant to be a shorter stream, so less than 3 hours, I think. I'm not going to end at 2 hours, but yeah, I'm aiming for 2.5 hours today. So edgy, yes. An edgy morning glory. Oh, hello, Enoch. Okay, yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for cropping on your flower. It's not. I'm not trying to. But yeah, how are you? Sorry, it's like Anna's probably wondering what the heck is going on. But yeah, I hope your day is going all right. We were talking about flowers today, so I just got my seeds from the seed company, and I'm kind of happy about that. But also, I've been struggling with these poppies, so just slowly like chugging along. But yeah, I was chugging along, complaining, all that good stuff. But yeah, I hope your day is going well, by the way. Have you been doing anything fun today, or has it just been kind of a slow day for you? But yeah, it's also, I'm probably taking a break pretty soon, so just to warn you guys. Because the ads are coming, so probably get more water, try to mentally refresh myself. Yeah, it's been medium slow. Got paid today, so a lot of things that needed to be sorted, I see. Yeah, it's fair enough. Well, hopefully we'll be able to relax now, or soon at least. Yeah, probably. Hopefully I'll be able to like chill out later today, but I don't know. I haven't been doing much this. I think I mentioned it before. I haven't done much this week, but I think part of me's just been getting cooked lately. So yeah, maybe I should just like try to chill out properly at some point. And also the ads are coming. Yeah, I just got the pop-up for them. For those who don't know. I'm going out for work tomorrow, so I'm enjoying a glass of wine with some radio repairs. I see. Yeah, what kind of wine are you drinking, by the way? Hopefully it's nice and tasty. But yeah, it's I know the feeling about the work. I have to go out to work tomorrow too. Yeah, I think my actual job has been the main cause for me being worn out lately, but you know, I have to go there, so unfortunately. I should have a weekend off sometime in March, so I'm, you know, just waiting for that. You know, I'll probably just try to draw for myself once that happens, though. Sorry, a second. Sorry, I was just thinking about my flowers again. Sorry if I asked you this already or not, but do you do any gardening by chance, or not really? Or do you have like an interest in plants at least? Sorry if I already asked you this. It takes me a little bit to kind of get things clicked into my head. Ooh, Riesling. Yes, I'm a big fan of sweet Riesling myself, so. Of course, I'm not sure if you're drinking like a dry Riesling or not, but yeah, I used to mostly just drink sweet Riesling, but I think over the past couple of years I've gotten into like beers and stuff. Because beer is a little bit cheaper than wine, I think, so yeah, that's why I kind of started drinking more beer. But the kind I used to drink was called Pacific Rim, so yeah, that was my favorite. No, not really. I'm a mechanically nutcase, so mostly electric and mechanical stuff. I see. That's fair enough. Yeah, I at least remember that you're interested in the tech stuff. But yeah, admittedly, I'm not the biggest or the most competent with the tech or the mechanical. I just try to shove plants into the dirt and hope it goes well. I mostly spend my time scribbling lines on canvases. I'm not really the best with that kind of stuff. Actually, I was supposed to start learning how to make videos this month too. Because even then, I kind of struggle with that sort of thing a lot as well. But you know, it's as I said, I've been super drained lately, so I haven't gotten around to that. But yeah, hopefully I'll try to make myself kind of watch some tutorials next week. You know, try to write a note. Yeah, get a sticky note, put on my wall. Try to remember to do that. Haha, me neither. I can't count how many times I've gotten shocked by what I'm working on. Oh, I see. You know, I actually used to be in a robotics team. Yeah, despite my lack of skill, I obviously didn't really get that. Wasn't very competent there, but I actually did make the logo that I don't know if they're still using it actually, but I know that they were using it for a good while. Cool. Yeah, because I remember a couple of years back, I think some people from my old robotics team came in and they were wearing the shirts for the team, and they still have that logo, so that was kind of interesting to see. But yeah, I don't know if they finally changed it or not. It's just like a robotic version of our school's mascot, because no one could like come up with yeah, I know that no one could actually like agree on what the mascot for our team should be. So the best teacher is pain sometimes, so I get more careful every time I start a new project. I see. Yeah, it's good to be careful with electronics. I know with the more powerful stuff it can get really dangerous, but okay, so the ads are actually going to hit like now, like pretty soon. Like, yeah, it's going to hit about now, so I'm going to go on my break and I'll get back to you guys pretty soon. So sorry to hop off so suddenly, but you know, I can't really avoid it. Okay, so I'm going to mute my stream, and if I come back and I'm not talking, please mention that, because I had that issue last stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so thankfully I remembered. Okay, we'll do Nigunakus. Okay. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for waiting. So, I try to remember what we were talking about. Yeah, I think we were talking about like mechanical stuff a little bit. So, mic is on. Yep, thank you. Yeah, I need to. Sorry, it's just like I'm looking at my audio settings. I was just wondering if there was a way to kind of drag the mic, or like the mic. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Like the microphone option. Yeah, the microphone thingamabob. Try to drag it forward because it only shows me like 2. Or like the audio mixer only shows like 2 of my audio sources at once. So, and the mic is at the bottom because I think that's the alphabetical order. So. I don't know, maybe I can like change the name of the microphone real quick. Sorry, it's like, sorry if you hear about this. Yeah, I'm gonna rename this. I'm gonna put an A and then space, so it goes on top. Okay, it's not on top. Never mind. You know, maybe if I open and close my OBS, maybe it'll be on top. But I'm not gonna shut it down right now for obvious reasons. But yeah, so. Anyways, yeah, so as you can see, I get very confused by programs and stuff. Programs, technology, it's all a bunch of gibberish to me. It's all gibberish. Yeah, don't experiment. Okay, don't experiment with OBS, I see. Yeah, I just renamed something, so. I don't think it should be too big of an issue. Yeah, I'm not going crazy, basically, but it's just that I think the source of a lot of my muting issues is because I don't really see the mic. It will be okay. I see. Yeah, there's also supposed to be a source for our Discord, but I haven't quite gotten. Haven't figured out how to use it, admittedly, so yeah. Okay, I don't want this to be this big. Sorry, I'm starting to get some overlap. Okay, that's too much. Okay. Okay, hold on. There. Problem solved. Should have just erased that. It will be okay. Yeah. Yeah, sorry that I kind of like complained about that. It's just as I said last stream, I was muted for like a whole 20 minutes, and I actually had like someone come in, try to chat, and I was trying to chat with them, but I don't know, they just kind of like they thought I was ignoring them or something. So it's like, oh no, I get it. Yeah, it can be definitely a stressor sometimes. I do the same, and that's why I don't mute. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's just you know, it's just around here the walls aren't the most soundproof, so usually I kind of want to keep like my I just feel like it's maybe sometimes a bit better to be muted during the break, so you know, so you don't hear the toilet flush, basically. Yeah, unfortunately, like my room is right next to the restroom, so that's why I don't want you guys to hear that. Feel a little bit embarrassed, you know? But yeah, so. But yeah, I guess talking about robotics though, I remember sorry, it's like I'm blanking out. I keep forgetting what to say, but I remember like the first year during like the opening event, because they have like a opening event that happens usually around like right after Christmas time. And I remember like going to that, and I was actually like helping with the electrical stuff back then, which was I remember that being pretty fun. But yeah, you know, after that I usually don't get super involved with technical stuff. So I just don't really have... I just never, like, grew up with a grasp on that kind of stuff, you know? Yeah, I guess most of my focus was just on the creative stuff, so like drawing, maybe a little bit of writing as well. But yeah, that's kind of why my main contribution was the mascot, and like helping with maybe make the buttons and stuff, because it was normal to kind of give out buttons to other teams when the actual competition started. Kind of wish I remembered where I put my buttons, because I definitely collected quite a few. But yeah, I remember that day. I do remember that day fondly, even if I don't remember it super well. I know that the night before I kind of like stayed up though. Yeah, I stayed up the whole night beforehand because I was reading a manga online. So yeah, it's probably why I don't remember it super clearly. But yeah, I think that's also the first time I heard of the word LARP. So live action role playing. Try to LARP as a robot so we can like plan out the competition. Become one with the machine. But yeah. Such a funny word, yeah. Yep, it definitely sounds quite funny. I mean, it is an acronym, so it's not like it's a naturally formed word or anything. By the way, have you like seen like big fantasy LARP events? I think that, yeah, they call it LARP, I believe, but from what I've seen, it can get like really crazy. But it's like people would come up with all these like cosplays, and they like make all this like stuff, and it looks cool. It's just I don't have the talent. I don't think I have the stuff like that around me though. Never. Oh. I'm just gonna Google up a picture real quick. LARP event. I don't know, I remember seeing a video and it looked pretty crazy. Okay, I don't think this picture is quite as nuts, but yeah, basically people would try to like LARP battles and stuff. Just gonna, oops. Oh, it's right there. Why is the resolution so slow? Okay, hopefully you can make out what this is supposed to be. But yeah, like a lot of people get really involved. I have a friend that do them every year, so I help them for armors. Ooh, that's cool. But yeah, it looks fun. It's just unfortunately it requires going outside, so okay. Guess I'll just zoom into my armor list real quick. All right. But yeah, it's cool that you help with armor and stuff. What kind of material do you make the armor out of? Because I hear for like a lot of cosplays, I know that people often use foam, but and I'm kind of wondering if you like do other stuff. Foam, yeah, okay. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I used to want to get into cosplay, but I just had a hard time getting into like sewing and that kind of stuff, so never really got into it. Sometimes epoxy, depends, I see. But yeah, so, as I said before, that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna color in these poppies real quick. Okay. Yeah. I was about to say, like, today's the stream where I cry about flowers, but I realized I've probably done that a few streams before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already cried about flowers. I was handler for a cosplayer group for years, I see. What... kind of curious what that means. I don't think I heard the term handle, or... I mean, I heard the term in other uses, but not for, like, cosplay. So I've done lots of, props for that time, I see. Do you just, like, make their stuff, or do repairs, or is that, like, something else? Okay. Sorry, I'm like blinking. Just being a bit quiet. Oh, you help the cosplayer. Okay, I see. That's neat. So what kind of cosplays did he normally help with? I assume it's probably just like, as he said, the swords and the armor and stuff. I remember back in like my school days, I had a friend who liked to do cosplay, but I think she was the only one. Okay, go to events with them in case of malfunctions. I see. Yeah, so kind of like a repairman. Yeah, the cosplay team. Yeah, sorry I'm being a little bit quieter. These poppies are generally frying my brain. Sometimes full pieces. Oh my. I see. Oh, you mean like with all the cosplay? Sorry. I think I need to take a break from this drawing pretty soon. Just not sure what I would be doing instead. Like, I don't know, maybe not from the drawing itself, but from these gosh dang flowers. Just wondering if I should work on the... Well, maybe I can work on the hat. Sorry, I'm like... Oh, God. Maybe I can work on Chrysea's hat and hair a little bit more. Just calm myself down. The only cosplay that I did for myself was Howl and never used it, and it was the bird form of him. I see. That sounds cool. Yeah, I remember really liking the bird form from what I've seen in the movies. But yeah, of course you'd like the bird form. Sorry. Just remembered you. Oh yeah, it's I think a little while ago I actually saw like a YouTube short of like someone kind of developing or like making like these really fancy wings for like cosplay and stuff. I don't know, it just got recommended to me randomly, and it's like it looked really cool. It like took actual engineering. 1,000 hand stitch feathers, wow. Can't believe you never used it. Did you just never have the chance for it then? But yeah, that sounds pretty insane. Okay. But yeah, I'm sorry that I never got to use it. And full prosthetic with feathers for the face too. Oh wow. Yeah, sounds crazy. You chickened out? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess I'd probably get a little bit nervous about walking around with something that's probably like very loving, that you worked very hard on around a cosplay event. Of course, I've never been to a cosplay event, but I was so used to being the handler. Oh, I see. Well, maybe one day you can have another chance at it. Yeah, it's just like it's like a lot of effort just to not use it, you know. Okay, hold on, sorry. I love the process. I see. Yeah, at least you enjoy that. Yeah, I think, admittedly, probably why I never got quite into it is just, I struggle a lot more with the process on my own end, just because, just takes a lot of time. And, a lot of the time I do have to, like, do it outside of my room, so there's a lot of people who can, like, just see me. I can't really, The functionality is just a bonus, I see. That's true. Hold on, I need to get to work on this coffee. Okay. So yeah, sorry I'm being really quiet now. I'm just trying to get these poppies filled in real quick. Actually, I'm kind of wondering if I'm actually going to be going back to them at some point in the stream, because we are very close to the 2-hour mark. And I'll probably end the stream in like maybe like half an hour, just a fair warning, so at around like 2:20. So we don't have to deal with the ads. But yeah, at least you got to enjoy the process. Of course, thinking about crafting, I think at some point I was trying to... Sorry, it's like this is like really off topic, but... I think at some point I was trying to like consider like getting into plushie making. Yeah, I think I talked about wanting to get back into crochet, but... I think it was around when I was doing stuff with Blender. I kind of was considering like using the UV unwrapping to kind of come up with a sewing pattern, or I was like kind of wondering if that was possible, so I was trying to look it up on YouTube. Like, I think I still have that sewing machine. It's just I just don't have a ton of space. But I don't know, like part of me kind of wanted to make like plush dolls over the years, but yeah. Actually, the original reason why I tried to get into sewing was for like doll clothing. Fun fact. But yeah, it's just it was just kind of hard because I had to like, in order to get into the sewing, or like when I was trying to sew, I'd basically take like hours and hours to kind of come up with something that wasn't very good. And it basically kind of made it so I can't really work on my illustrations, which I also really needed to deal with. So yeah, I think that's kind of one of the big reasons why I just kind of fell out of it, unfortunately. Yep, I was very much into the effects, makeup, and prosthetics, I see. Yeah. But yeah, as I said before, that stuff is... I thought that stuff was like pretty fascinating for a very long time. Yeah, including the effects makeup as well. I think back when I was back in like the Scouts, I got to play with effects makeup for a little bit. Not like for a long time, like literally just one time at a special event. But yeah, there was someone who had a booth that kind of where they were trying to like show off the, or like try to teach us how to make fake wounds. So yeah, it's basically my actual experience with effects makeup kind of ends there. It's kind of sorry, it's like my brain keeps like kind of drifting around, but I guess thinking about that too. I also just remembered like those silicone mermaid or like merfolk tails. I don't know if you've seen those around, but yeah, I really wanted to get one of those like a long time ago, but yeah, I never really had like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of disposable income, so I never really obviously I never really got into it. Yep, this is how it's starting. I see. But yeah, I just remembered the desire to. Also, I don't have a swimming. Well, I guess we technically have a swimming pool, but I haven't really swam in a long time. If you exclude the vacation I took back in August, I haven't really swam for a while. You do a bruise and then you do a half a face of burned skin. Yeah, I think that's kind of what we did basically. It's like burned skin, so it's like some sort of, like, I don't remember if it was like glue or not, but some sort of like glue or like some sort of silicone. And we kind of mixed that with like cotton swabs, and then we painted it to look like an actual wound. So it was kind of interesting. It was awful to peel off the skin though. That's I remember struggling with that. Could like tear all the hair, your arm hair off. So yeah, I guess I never quite got into the fake wounds, I'll be honest. It's like ow, ow, ow. It's like trying to peel it off. Ow, ow. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I think I did try to make fake bruises though, because it doesn't physically hurt to take off. I was making those for the Red Cross for first aid trainings. I see. That's interesting. I assume you did that when you were a lot younger. But yeah, it's cool that you did that. In my 20s, I see. Long time ago. I see. But yeah, as I said, that's cool. Okay, let's, sorry, I'm just gonna blend out this hat real quick. At least like the brim here. So do a little bit up here too, just to smooth the shape out. I do kind of like this purpley line, but I think I'm gonna have to push it down at least a little bit just to clean things up. Sorry, I like trying to... long time ago. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, sorry I'm being so quiet right now. I'm just kind of starting to zone out. Yeah, it's been like a week since I've done it's been a week since I did the art stream. So, I meant to do it on Tuesday, but then I had to do my oil change on Tuesday instead of Monday like I wanted to. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, my brain just keeps trying to wander off into other stuff. Yeah, I was just kind of thinking like how I wanted to try and oh my god, I'm blanking out again. I wanted to make an attempt at making doll shoes and doll hats back in the day, but as well as clothing, but yeah, just gonna get into that either. Actually, I think the struggle with like trying to get the doll shoes that would fit my character or my doll's feet would kind of actually killed my killed my general desire to hunt for doll clothes, I think, because yeah, the specific brand of dolls that I tended to collect, they didn't have a ton of foot options that would actually like fit their feet. And I also think back in that day, everyone was still trying, a lot of people were still trying to like to reference Louis Vuitton, so they kept trying to make all their shoe heels like red, which I really didn't like, because I just did not give a crap about designer stuff. I just wanted decent shoes, damn it. Next week I'll finally take the puppy out for a walk, because we had the last vaccine. Ooh, I see. Congrats on that. So we have I'll have company for morning runs. That's cool. Ha 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 ha, yeah. But yeah, I was just thinking about that again. It was also just hard to get like clothing for the male doll that I have. Well, that, and I just the cost of buying the doll clothes, that kind of started to build up eventually too. It's just, there was a lot of various reasons. I don't know. Yeah, I actually recently looked up like last Monday, I kind of looked up the website for the doll company that I used to buy from, and it looks like they started getting to male dolls again, so that was the big thing that kind of got on my nerves, because I really wanted, I specifically wanted the male dolls, I didn't really care that much for the female dolls, but they were only doing the female dolls. It's an expensive hobby, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I just do not have the money to kind of blow on that kind of stuff, especially since I started trying to get into gardening and all that. But yeah, I definitely miss it. I don't know, it's like, saw some of the dolls that they have there, it's like, oh, that looks kind of good, but yeah, obviously I can't buy it, so yeah, I doubt that I'm going to become a famous streamer anytime soon, so I can't just plan on getting piles and piles of dough. Just try to push through it. Maybe in the future you will be able to, hopefully. I mean, yeah, my hopes are kind of a little bit dashed, I'm going to be honest. Not necessarily about being a streamer specifically, but just with life, honestly. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, just to avoid bringing down the mood, but yeah. Yeah, just not really as enthusiastic as I used to be. Nah, people should shoot for the stars. I don't know. Yeah, it's just all with how things are going in the world. It's just kind of hard to kind of look forward to things, I'll be honest. Oh, I think a bot got banned. Sorry. I get it, yeah. Yes. Sorry, I don't want to bring down the mood too much. It's just yeah, it's just been really hard to try to get out there and try to maintain things. But optimism is quite important. I get that. It's just hard to maintain it, I guess. Lately I'm in that boat too, yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, hopefully things get a little bit easier at some point. It's just, as I said, it's just kind of hard to get to get hopes up right now, so probably just try and like worry about the garden stuff for him. And maybe like things will try to... Now maybe things will feel a bit better. I don't know. It will. Yeah, hopefully so. I mean, at least it's a bit easier to feel optimistic during the warmer weather, so... Yeah, hopefully that will make... Yeah, hopefully when winter passes, I'll at least be able to feel a little less blue. Try to actually be able to take walks outside. We just need more sunlight. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, go outside, bask in the sun. Yeah, it's just kind of hard to do that when it's like, you know, winter, so I don't want to freeze to death, you know. Okay, I almost forgot, but I need to add more of these yellow dots. Of course, the dots might get buried once I'm, Sorry. The dots might get a little bit buried once I'm, trying to add separate colors to the poppies, but it'll probably be okay. Get that vitamin D. Yes, yes. Touch the grass. Hear the birds sing. Hopefully get to see some butterflies this year with my bush. Hopefully get some trees too, you know. Okay. Okay. Just gonna... Sorry, I'm yearning for my game again. So... Sorry. You know, I mean, like, I'm already blinking out. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, Kingdoms of Amalur, but, you know, I'm not gonna play it after or I'm not gonna play it out or, like, randomly switch to it again, because I do kind of want to play it more on Tuesday after some drawing, but yeah, I don't want to, like, interrupt the stream for, like, dinner again, because that... Yeah, I don't know if I said it to you or not, but yeah, the family got dinner while I was still streaming, so I didn't want it to go cold, so, you know, I had to, you know, grab the food during stream. And then trying to eat during stream. Felt a little embarrassed about that, so yeah, I'll try to do it on Tuesdays. Because I'm on my own on Tuesday. Valid, yeah. Like, I'm not gonna reject free food, you know? Especially food that's already been purchased. Yeah, trying to get the NPCs to explain some lore while I'm trying to, like, munch on my food real quick. I eat when live if I need. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, sometimes I'll try to snack live. It's just, trying to have an entire meal. It's, like, kind of another story, though. Also makes it kind of a little bit harder to savor the food, so... Like, if it's a cheap, like, ready-to-make meal, it's not really a big issue, but, you know, I kind of want to enjoy my chicken, you know? Yeah, we had Chinese takeout last week, so... Wanted to eat my sweet and sour chicken in peace, but obviously I could not. And I had an egg roll. Also, hello, hello, Shinobi. I hope you're doing alright. Sorry. Managed to catch the tail end to the stream, so... Sorry, I'm, like, probably gonna end in, like, 10 to 15 minutes, just because, these stupid flowers broke my brain, so... I spent most of the stream drawing these poppies. But I hope your day has been going alright, that you've been able to kind of chill out you know, drive around the new car. Thanks for dropping by the other day. You're welcome. Yeah, I just wanted to at least pop by once in a while, just especially since because of the whole muting situation that happened. Yeah, it's I was talking a bit earlier, but I wanted to see if there's a way I could like drag my my actual like mic source like on the audio mixer, try to like drag that up above the other stuff. So I kind of just added an A in front of the names to see if that would work. But yeah, I got new Toyota racing license plate frames, so I'll probably go for a drive later to show them off. I see, that's cool. Yeah, I hope you enjoy your drive. Some news on my end though that I'm kind of excited about. I just got my seeds for my garden, so I ordered a bunch of seeds last week, and I mean, I'm excited to use them, but, you know, obviously I can't really plant them right now because it's February. Also, on a side note, I can't believe how fast February flew by. Of course, it's probably because I barely did anything, but... yeah, it's kind of surprising how still feels like it went shot by really fast. I see what you did there. Oh my, I see. Hardy har. But yeah, I should have that. Sorry. Yeah, sorry I'm not doing much on the art right now. I think I'm generally a little bit cooked. Oh man, it's yeah, I struggle to draw like the same thing over and over and over and over again, so kind of just had to hear me whine about flowers all day. Okay. But I guess thinking of that, I'm just gonna maybe not this. I think I'm gonna make a new layer, and I'm just gonna maybe draw out the diamonds that are on Marisha's clothing right here. So, because she has some diamonds here, or not diamonds, like the shape diamonds. I mean, basically it's embroidery. That's what I mean to say. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna be like looking through my looking at my seed packets. I don't know, just pet them, kiss them goodnight or something. Yeah, I'm trying to plot out my garden. So most of the flowers I've been getting are like either red, blue, purple, or pink. And of course there's the green zinnias, but those are kind of the outlier. What kind of seeds? Flowers or vegetables? The seeds that I got are mostly flowers, but I also got purple broccoli, so... because I actually started a vegetable garden last year, but this year I'm gonna try and grow a bunch of flowers too. Yeah, so I decided to get like I've been thinking of getting like a rose bush and a butterfly bush and just a bunch of stuff, but... yeah, I got a bunch of nice little perennials and some annuals to grow this year, so I don't know. For a while I never really cared about the idea of a flower garden, but I don't know, after I got into like companion planting last year, I suddenly opened my eyes to flowers. Like, oh, that's pretty, I want that. So yeah, this year I'm gonna be planting flowers. But yeah, it's but also I heard that technically there's a benefit to like having flowers, because then you have all the pollinators flying around. Yeah, I can get like the good insects coming in basically. And technically that should help out with the vegetable garden, especially if you have fruiting vegetables like bell peppers. But yeah, I did actually get seeds more flower seeds beforehand, like back in I think January, so. And then, yeah, I don't know if you're interested, but I'm also growing mammoth sunflowers in the vegetable garden, so Because I did have a patch that was supposed to be for zinnias, and I'd never had good luck, or didn't have very good luck with the zinnias, but... Hey, I'm going to be putting mammoth sunflowers there, so like really, really big sunflowers. I don't know, I used to have a viewer here who was really into sunflowers, but yeah. But also, like, the big appeal to the sunflowers is, you know, big flower, basically. Flower big. I also considered getting a sunflower variety called the Pike's Peak, I think, but that's even bigger than the mammoth sunflower, but yeah, it's probably a little too big for me. It's like 12 feet. But yeah, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I don't think I want to finish this pattern, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna show off flowers to you guys. And also, by the way, this just opened today, so yeah, sorry. Yeah, hopefully you don't mind me just yapping about plants right now. It's okay. I see. Yeah, this is an example of mammoth sunflowers, so yeah, just like nice and big. You know, hopefully look down upon the other vegetables. Yeah, hopefully the zinnia patch, though, would be far enough away from the rest of the vegetables. I mean, I know that I'm going to be switching my brassica patch to the other veggie patch because there's like these two major patches, and yeah, I'm moving the brassicas to the other space. Okay, why is the music? There it goes. So, you know, I'll let the brassicas fight with the sunflowers. But I also think just getting up and making sure both of them have a lot of fertilizer, hopefully that should, you know, kind of prevent too much infighting. But yeah, I guess since I have my box right here with me, I can just list off some of the flowers. I'm just gonna open this. Or some of the seeds, I mean. But yeah, I'm technically not done with my seed shopping or my flower shopping, but... Oh god, it dropped it. Okay, well, I'll pick that up after stream. I got salvia, which I accidentally bought 2 packets of, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that, but... And then they gave me a free packet of lettuce, so I might actually try to use that this year. And then I have my burgundy broccoli, so it's like purple broccoli, essentially. It's very interesting. Salvia's cute, yeah. And I also got forget-me-nots, and I'll put that on the shadier part of the garden. I got phlox, which is kind of a shorter plant, or relatively short. It's actually saying it's 15 to 25 inches tall, so that's probably a little over a foot. Not really sure what that is in centimeters, though. Less than a meter. Yeah, that clears. Yeah, I know that clears a lot of stuff up. I have in a pot. I see. That's cool. I also got alyssums, so like more sweet alyssums for this year. Hopefully I'll be able to grow more of them. I tried growing like a ton of alyssum seeds last year, but only some in a certain like part of the garden actually took off, so... Okay, and I also got the American Legion corn poppy, so that's those red poppies basically. And I also got Gamphrena, so... And it kind of looks like garlic flowers, I think, or... Sorry, like... I'm trying to remember the name, the proper name. Allium flowers? Yeah, I think it's alliums. So I got that. And I also got the... I just discovered this when I was on the website, but I decided to get them because they looked really pretty. But I also got the Penstemon. I think I'm actually going to Google that, because just so you know what it is. But that's prairie flower, I believe. Or flower from a prairie. It's very pretty. Hold on. I feel like this one might be a bit short, but you'll probably see what I mean by it being pretty, at least. So I'm gonna paste. There we go. Ooh, it's a big one. But yeah, I also got these, so. But of course they grow a lot bigger than this, so it's you know, yeah, 24 inches to, or like, sorry, 2 to 3 feet. So at the tallest, it's probably close to a meter. Oh, yeah. Actually, it kind of looks like a desert plant from the way from all this dirt right here. Oh, it's a Rocky Mountain flower. Okay. Yeah, so it's I mean, it's still to the west. It's not actually a prairie flower now that I realize. I'm gonna have to start these flowers like in March, actually. Sorry, I'm reading over my packets. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, I also got delphinium flowers. That's I got those earlier. Then I got other stuff. Sorry, I have another box of seeds, but yeah, ASMR. Ha ha ha, yeah. Here's the Gamfrina. Okay, can't hear him. Okay. Yeah, those are... I'm afraid those are a lot smaller. Actually, I'm gonna Google the Gamfrina flowers too. Gamfrina. But yeah, they look like clover flowers, I think. I don't know, like, basically it's a ball. Okay, that's that resolution is awful. I'm gonna look for another one. Hold on. Okay, copy image. Okay, it's not much better, but it's closer up. Shaka shaka seeds, yes. But I got these little cuties. And yeah, I think you know the other ones just fine, so. Yeah, these two I'm actually very excited though, so hopefully they bloom all right. But yeah, so it's 2 hours and 22 minutes, so I think I'm just gonna call the stream. Sorry, it's another short stream, but you know, I've been having a lot of issues with energy levels, so thank you guys for hanging out with me though, so I appreciate it. I'm actually gonna... Okay, who should I raid? It's been a while since I've raided Naomi Lei, so I think I'll go ahead and raid her. So she's another art streamer. Okay. Go rest and have a good rest of the day. Thank you. Yeah, I hope you have a good night. Slash, I'm gonna raid. Control V. Okay. But yeah, I hope to see you both again sometime soon. Just a reminder to everyone, I'm usually streaming it on Tuesday at 1 p.m., Friday at 1 p.m., and usually Wednesday at 6 p.m. I've been thinking of trying to start earlier on Wednesdays, but I'm not entirely sure. But also Wednesdays are my gaming streams. But I hope you all have a good day, and hopefully I'll be able to stream properly next week. But yeah, so I hope to see you guys again soon, and let's just go ahead and raid.